Good morning, everybody. How are we doing out here in YouTube land this morning? What are we doing today? Well, I'm on my way to the capital of our state area, Charleston. We're going to do a story today, I hope, on some ancient Indian mounds. They're called the Criel Mounds. They're in South Charleston here in West Virginia. So we're going to go down and maybe go through a museum if we can, and we're going to go check out the mounds. They were several people buried there, but I think the people that were in the mounds are actually in the Smithsonian Institute now. But we're going to go and check out the mounds today, so come along with me. We will sure check it out. So let's head on down through there. We'll catch you when we get there. Okay, folks, I'm here in Charleston. I'm here at the center here for the museum. It's called the South Charleston Interpretive Center of Mounds and Midland Trails. I'm gonna go in and do a little video here, and a lot of good information. Let's go in and get started. I'd already talked to the lady. She gave me some good information of the mounds that we're going to go take a look at here in a little bit. It's called the Criel Mound. It was built during the Adena time, and I'm going to show you a little picture of them here about what they looked like when they were working on their food and their baskets and stuff that they weave. And you see that river there, and more likely that will represent Canal River out here that's not too far away. And I was going to show you, here's a picture of the mound, a drawing actually, about how they were buried in the mound. You had the chief right there in the center, and then you had all the rest of them, their feet toward him, circled him in. As you notice, they never ever touched his body at all. It's cool. And here is a lot of artifacts, which was gotten from all around the area. It's not just from one area. Which is showing me here is a bone needle that they used to sew with to do their clothing, whatever clothing they had. Have clovis points, scrapers. A lot of artifacts for sure. Yeah, here is the period time of the different types of people that were here all over. It started out the Paleo-Indian period, and the Archaic period, and the Woodland period, Adena. And that's actually the period that we're going to be looking at today. It's going to be a time which was probably about 3 or 4 down, and the last period was called the late prehistoric period, which was the Armstrong. And showing the different types of points here for each period. Really interesting. Okay, here is also some more. This is pictures of different types of artifacts that was found in the area, and different parts of the area, not just in this one spot, but all over here. Wow. This is what I like over here. Well, first we're going to look at this here. Y'all have any idea what this is? I sure didn't know. This is called a nutting stone. When she told me that, I asked, what is that? Well, they take their nuts and that they'd have, and they'd bust them open there, and they would open them up. That is so cool. I call it a nutting stone. And the Adena period, they really worked in their beadwork. So look how interesting that is. I say a lot of that stuff's been found all up and down this river.
That white is made of rabbit bone.
The white is made of what?
Rabbit bone.
rabbit bone, folks. This white type of beads here is made of rabbit bone. So everything they had, they used everything they like if they took an animal, they used every part of it, plumb down to the bone. Wow. So we'll take a look, stand back. Now there's a picture actually of the mound that we're going to be going to here just a little bit. It's called the Criel Mound. It's right down here in South Charleston, ain't far from here, actually just a block or so down. But when we get down there, I'll get into the dimensions of it and the height of it and how many people were in it and all that when I get down there to it. But yeah, here's a real good picture of it here. And what I didn't know, Charleston has 3 mounds, not just one. I thought it was the Criel. That's what a little bit I knew about it. The Criel Mound, which is the one I'm going to today, stands just down the street from here, just a block or so. And then you got the Wilson Mound, located in Sunset Memorial Park, just on US 60, Midland Trail. And the Shawnee Reservation Mound, it's Shawnee Park. It's the 3rd largest mound in West Virginia. Okay, here they have the diorama of the mound. Of the mounds that are here, the 3 that are here. Actually, this one down here, A, represents the Criel Mound. Okay, and B, right here, is the Wilson Mound. And C over here is the Shawnee Reservation Mound. That's so cool. Okay, let's read a little bit here. The 1884 excavation revealed many artifacts and several bodies. And the 2 layers provide the Adena period, constructed the mounds in 2 stages, which in the middle would be the chief. All right, the dead took some of their valuables with them. Sometimes important people even had servants buried with them. 10 bodies accompanied the man buried at the bottom of the Criel Mound to serve him in the afterlife. Well, where are the artifacts? Well, they're not here, and their artifacts aren't either, which they are. The Smithsonian Institute in Washington, D.C. houses many of the Criel Mound artifacts. Many modern ancestors of the mound builders object to the display of the burial objects, so the city of South Charleston has a policy to not exhibit the actual artifacts. Would you want digging up your ancestors' graves? Nope, I sure would not. Would you all? Okay, we have, which the Criel Mound is the 2nd largest in the state, and the Moundsville, is it Moundsville? Moundsville, up there, Grave Creek Mound is the largest one in the state of West Virginia. Is that correct? Yes. So, this is very interesting. We're going to get ready to go down here just a bit to the actual mound. We're going to read a little bit about right here on this end, and then we'll end out the video. Today, usually burying the dead is in cemeteries or cremation. The Adena people buried important individuals in mounds like the one down the street. To build the mounds, they transported several baskets to cover the wooden tombs. The people sometimes added new tombs on top of the old ones, so mounds grew gradually over time, which is probably the reason why this one's so high, which we'll get into that in just a little bit, how tall it is. Can you imagine building a mound like this by carrying dirt in baskets with no horses or modern construction equipment to help you? It took a lot of work for sure. The Adena culture would influence our Native Americans for almost 2,000 years. Over hundreds of miles, you can find mounds from Canada to the Gulf of Mexico, from Missouri to the Appalachian Mountains. Though extremely diverse, many ways Native Americans in the wild area are all built on Eastern mounds, a ritual that started within the Adena period. Here we have a picture of the Grave Creek Mound and the Serpent Mound. I don't know why it's called a serpent. Look at that. Looks like a big long snake going through. Now,
Okay, the Adinas were great for their pipes. They made them in the form of an animal or person.
Right.
They also made other pipes.
Oh,
and that
wow.
was for, their smoking pretty much was ceremonial.
Okay. Did they use arrows too back in that time? I see there's an arrow laying in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's so cool.
You might want to get this too. This will help each phase of
Okay.
some of the different
You want
artifacts.
to tell me a little bit about it? There's some
and pipes.
different
The pipes, they're spears.
Right. See, there's a different period of time where things has
Like
changed.
time, if you're going to do the Adena period, which would be the
Right.
woodland.
Which is, this is over here is what we're talking about now, but you have, this is how things change through the Adena period and the archaic people and the paleo, which that was the older from the right to left here.
Right, and it goes right.
Right. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, let's go check them out down here on the hill, see if we can see the mound. Well, I've been just walking a couple blocks and I think I'm about to ready to run into the mound here now, just here on the other end. It's only a couple blocks from the museum. But we'll get up here to it and check it out. Well, folks, made it to the mound. It's humongous. Called humongous. It's large. Get back here and get a little information on it, some more information on it, and we'll go on top. Check it out. Pretty much the same picture that I seen inside. It had painted. Prehistoric. Canal Valley, farmsteads, mound building, clothing, and homes. It says small Adena farmsteads like this were scattered along the Canal River Valley, where fish and small game were abundant. Unlike the hunters, gatherers, archaic and Adena learned to grow crops, which allowed them to stay in one place longer, permitted them permanent dwelling. Wow. Now look at it here. You got city, nothing but a great big city. And back in that time, it was much different. Show you a picture of the Midland Trail landmarks across the state. Here on the main top, overlooking the town. Wow. Well, I'm sitting up on top of the hill here, I am. On top of the mound, the Criel Mound here in South Charleston. Just to excuse the noise, there's traffic going by all around us. There's backhoes over here working. Just try to get through the noise if we can. The Criel Mound in South Charleston is the largest of approximately 50 conical type mounds of the Adena culture in the area west of Charleston, extending to the Institute. The precise age of the Criel Mound is unknown, but archaeologists believe it dates to the time of the Grave Creek Mound in Moundsville, which the Grave Creek is the largest mound in West Virginia. It was built between 250 and 150 BC. It was the burial ground of an Indian village located on the site of the city of Charleston 2,000 years ago. It's unknown when the village disappeared, although some suggest it remained until 1650 in West Virginia. The 35-foot high and 175-foot diameter Criel Mound exceeds in size only by the Grave Creek Mound.
The Adena people were to build ceremonial mounds. In other parts of the world, ceremonial burials had occurred much earlier, the Egyptian period to date 27 BC. Wow. So this has been here a long time. We know little about why the mounds were built. Historians suggest that Americans built mounds over the remains of the chief shaman priest and honored dead for their common folk. The Adenas cremated the dead bodies, placing them remains around small log tombs on the surface of the ground. Virtually all the graves have been destroyed by nature and later settlement. Therefore, the more substantial mounds are only physical records of the Adena period. Buildings here. So I thought I'd come down here and let you see it a little bit. I'd never been here before myself. Very interesting. And what I didn't know, there was 2 other mounds similar to this, smaller, in the area here in Charleston. So maybe we'll go check them out one day. But thought I'd come to this one today since I were down in Charleston, which is, the ones who don't know, Charleston is our capital city of West Virginia. So I'm gonna get ready to work my way back off of here and show you what it looked like. I don't think I was recording coming up, so I gotta watch myself sometimes. I don't hit a button when I'm supposed to, and sometimes I hit a button when I'm not supposed to. So let's get back off here and we'll look at it a little better coming down off the mound.
All right, let's ease our way back off of here. It's a long way to the bottom. Better start rolling here. Long way down. Wow. Well, they sure put a lot of work into this. Sure. Tally, on the scale like the pyramids was built back, way back in time. Most all them pyramids was over in Egypt, over that way. But, they done like miniature ones here in different places. There's a lot of them. A lot of different mounds in different parts of different states. Wow. Unless you're here, you don't you don't understand the size of this. This is huge. Wow. Beautiful. I was wondering what this is here. It's made out of stone, like two people standing together, one behind another. It says here, burial attendants. People that were watching the mound. All right, folks. I'm gonna go ahead and quit for the day and head on out of here and get back to my hometown. I'm a fur piece from it. About 2.5 hours away, I guess. But just want to thank y'all for coming along with me today at these mounds here in South Charleston. And remember, if you're ever down here, come down and check out their little museum down here on the street here. It's a nice little museum, and the mound is just down the street from it, straight out down from it. So come and check them out and check this mound out down here. So I want to thank y'all for coming along with me today. And we'll do another video here before long. Thank y'all so much. Appalachian Roots with Dan. We'll be back with another one.